So the Halford is a Fletcher clone. It's a Tier 9 premium American destroyer. The big difference with the Halford is that she's got a squadron of planes that she can launch. So she was an experimental design with the idea being, can we put a plane up there and use that for, what destroyers might do with planes, typically hunting subs in World War II. In the game, that makes her the first hybrid destroyer, which gives her some extra flexibility at the cost of one main battery mount. So she's got 4 main batteries instead of 5. And I believe also, one torpedo launcher. So you sacrifice a couple of that in order to gain something else.
Yeah, and you sacrifice concealment too.
Her concealment is also not as good because she's got a plane on her back. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. So
you pay a lot for these planes.
right. The idea in the game is obviously the ability to put the plane up gives you spotting and it gives your team spotting. And in ranked, spotting is obviously very important. I get it. I've seen her in ranked. I've seen Halfords do ridiculous things. Is it because of the ship or is it because of the enemy team and my own team? I don't know. But there's a lot of factors that need to happen for Halford to really dominate a game.
My main problem is like these planes are HVR rocket planes. I'm pretty sure like similar to the ones you find I think on the Midway or Lexington. And the problem with the HVRs, sorry, not HVRs, they're tiny tims. And the problem with the tiny tims is that they have such a long aim time before you can actually launch the rockets. It makes it really, really hard to use against small maneuverable targets. Because the machine gun delay is so long.
Right. So they're best suited for cruisers and battleships. And if you spot a destroyer for your team to shoot or deal with in some other way, there's some value there. But you're right, in a direct confrontation with a destroyer or a sub, your tiny tims aren't going to...
Yeah.
You're going to wish you had HVARs.
Yeah, right. I wish it was the other rockets. That would make it better, in my opinion.
For those not in the know, there's 2 different types of rockets for mostly American carriers. I don't know if there's tiny tims on any other ones, but you've got HVARs, which are, if you think about them, smaller rockets, but there's more of them, with the design being to hit lightly armed targets and also start more fires. And then the tiny tims, think of those as like larger caliber rockets, if you will. They do more penetration damage, so they do more raw damage. There's fewer of them in a salvo. And one of the balancing factors in there so that you can't take a tiny tim and wreck destroyers with them is that longer lead up time with the machine gunning compared to HVARs. So yeah, there's the firing delay. Exactly. Okay, well, either way, let's look at your build and see what we can see for this. So main armaments mod 1, engine room protection, aiming systems mod 1, air groups mod 3, concealment, and main battery. So in slot 1, nothing I would change. In slot 2, you said you're just screwing around. You don't play the Halford that much, correct?
Actually, I'm kind of a Halford enjoyer.
Okay, so if that's the case, you may want to consider the engine boost modification on it because of the fact...
not that much of a enjoyer, but...
to where you're investing coal. The reason why I'm saying that is because of the fact that one thing that's nice about Halford, unlike pretty much any other ship in the game, is if you've got nothing to shoot at, you can pop your plane and go do something with it, right? And still have an impact on the battle. So having the engine boost modification allows you to reposition quicker while you're up in plane mode. Could also get you in trouble quicker, but, fair enough. I don't think there's anything in slot 3 you would want to change. I mean, it's got American smoke, but you don't need to increase the duration of it. Air groups make sense if you're going to spam these guys a lot. And if you're taking Halford, you might as well spam the one thing that it's really meant for, right? That it's designed for. And then, yeah, I mean, you only got 1 rack of torps, and because you're down a main battery, I think main battery reload makes perfect sense there. Now, this is a standard captain. I'm guessing because it's a different build than you would normally put into it, so you don't have, like, a Vetchkin or somebody else there?
Yeah, I don't have a Vetchkin. Halsey's built with superintendent to put on kid.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
this is a 21 point captain that I was like, here you go. If I'm going to do my ultimate American gunboat,
Mm-hmm.
these are the skills I take, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, SAT, that's right. I mean, you still want to make a large smoke screen, but yeah. All right, so commander skills, you got your basic core build, that's fine. And then you've got Adrenaline Rush Mabas for your main guns, and also Fearless Brawler. So you're figuring if I get into a gunfight with another destroyer, I need the DPM to compensate for that lack of turret, right?
Especially because I have, 300 meters worse concealment than
Mm-hmm.
another Fletcher, which,
Mm-hmm.
isn't even the scariest thing that has low concealment that I could run into.
Yep.
So that's essentially what it is.
Okay.
Also, if I have the chance to open up on a battleship or something like that, um, 10%
Yep.
extra pew pew is 10% extra pew pew.
Okay. Is there any value you think to radiolocation on this ship?
I mean, I have planes.
I would take it, especially because you have the planes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that tells you where you have to search for the enemy ship.
So the reason I'm bringing that up is I would probably drop my boss. I would probably drop consumable specialist and pick up radiolocation. With a destroyer engagement, the most important thing is getting that first hit, right? If you know where the nearest ship is, fly your planes towards it, spot it for your team, spot it for yourself so you know how much time you have until you need to gun it. Yeah, I mean, I think there's some good value there.
I'd probably drop the fearless and keep the members. Because all in all,
Okay.
you are American destroyer. You're probably mostly gonna shoot from the smoke. I think the 5% guaranteed in the long run is better than 10% well spotted.
I would say it depends if you're spotting if you're farming in smoke, then Mabas obviously because you don't get any benefit from fearless. Fearless I think is best suited for oh crap, I just ran into the enemy destroyer. Now I'm forced to use my guns and I can't slow down quickly enough to smoke. Like that's when Fearless Brawler comes in really handy. You can do either one, it's fine, yeah. So I don't know. Armect, what do you think?
It's kind of a wash for me.
Okay.
I know on my kid build where I have to take superintendent, I run Mabas instead of Fearless Brawler.
Okay.
Which it's a 3-point skill for a 3-point skill. But basically that's how I would probably do that over here is just take main battery and AA specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because if this is a Halford specific build, I'm going to be farming from smoke a lot more.
Okay. That's fair.
There is another alternative if you want to share it with something like a Sims or so. You could also just run all the tier 3 skills, drop the relocation and pick up the filter tubes. Then it's only one set of torpedoes, but they're still Fletcher torps.
Okay.
And then
spam the torps.
If you want to use it on a Sims, for example, too, you could take the Swiftfish here as a 2-point skill, or you could still do multiple 1-pointers.
I think actually I use this captain on my Sims because there's the argument for helping out the Sims torps a little bit, but I'm also just like, or I can go and run at whatever tier 7 destroyers on the enemy team and bully him.
Yep.
Pray it's
I
not
think
a Your Honor, a Haida.
I think I'd rather have this build on a Sims than the torpedo one. So yeah, I mean, it's fine. All right, let's move on to flags. So you've got HP, fire, flood, fire, smoke, speed. It's ranked. Fire reduction is always helpful in ranked. I would absolutely run a fire reduction flag. And either consumables or ramming. Ramming is cheap, so if you don't want to spend a lot of credits, just go ramming.
Yeah, I can't remember. I might have just thrown a few on that on first glance would have been like, this is pretty useful to me. I think probably the fire flag I was probably out of. There are a handful of, or the fire prevention flag I was probably out of.
Yeah.
The ramming. I was like, I'll save these for when I know I'm going to run into subs potentially, that sort of thing.
Okay, that's fine. The smoke one here, you could probably get away with not using.
Yeah, probably. I just sort of figured if I want to smoke up a teammate,
Yeah,
whatever.
sure,
I had a ton
of course.
them. I actually just sold like 60 of them.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't have.
Oh no, don't.
I would
just
never.
don't.
I just don't have. I've so rarely play ships that really need the extra smoke duration, and I don't play subs, so
Okay. All right, fair enough. Let's go ahead then and get into the battle. But yeah, I don't like to sell flags. They're just expensive as hell anyway, so I'd rather just stockpile them. But a flag like that,
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, hey, the damage thing's here
I'm
now.
one of the person that is happy when they get flags in a super container, so maybe I'm weird there, but I like flags.
There we go. Okay. So this is our damage meter. Can I put it down? Why can't I move it farther down? Okay.
You probably can't move it further down because it expands and gets larger if there's more damage done, so...
Well, you can set it to a certain number of rows. So, 9, for example. We can set this down to 5. And then it's still... It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I messed with the scale or something.
Engine boost activated.
Cowboy Bebop, everyone.
Acknowledged.
It's relatively new. Maybe that's a slight bug in it, but still.
Well, I mean, I've used it... Like I said, I used it in COTS and stuff, so... Come on.
Wait, was that?
I see it.
If I was scribbling on the screen, was that you scribbling on the screen there?
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say I've installed that screen drawing mod, and I've definitely just scribbled on the screen sometimes. When I'm off on a run like this or something like that.
No problem. There we go. Demorian, hey, thanks for the hydration reminder. So, anyway, ranked battle, you're going hard through the middle here. Why? New Tsushima Paulo? I'd be afraid of both of those.
Because I want this torp drop angle here to support the Mogador, and it's been a nice torp drop angle for me.
Sure.
It's worked more times than I feel like it should.
Yeah.
It feels like these torps are too late once you reach the angle because the buff's already gone. They shouldn't catch anything
Shit.
because there's no reason to
Dig.
stay anymore after the buff is gone.
You would think so. But you notice the Mogador is leaving. Mogador is being pushed back, so he got pushed out before the cap, or before he could grab the buff. Paulo Emilio is YOLOing in right now. You're gonna get the Paulo. Where are my glasses? I'm wearing my contacts today. Wanted to try it out. Eyes are getting a little dry.
Just want to say it's kind of dangerous that you use the planes here because you could have easily get surprised here by the other destroyer.
You haven't seen the Nustra yet, so that's a possibility. Very aggressive early play. You hit the Georgia with the Torp. Okay.
And it's usually because someone tries to get behind that island early. So it's not the guy going for the buff; it's the heavy ship going for the island.
That's the beauty of the 13.5-kilometer range, isn't it?
Like a Fletcher, I don't think reaches.
Oh, they have. I thought they were 10.5.
Well, it's kind of the inverse of the normal Fletcher ranges.
Yep.
It's just like the range of what the You young troops up. There's a Nostra. No, that's Paolo again.
Paulo again. Haven't seen the Anustra still. Yeah, normal Fletcher is 10.5 exactly. I'm no.
That actually makes buffing the torpedoes act more appealing since they're better.
Yeah, to spam them out more, sure. What's up, Xander? How's it going? That's true. Bombers.
I'd still like the raid location though. It could possibly tell you that the Nostroshimi is somewhere flanking.
I completely agree.
It also gives you a bit more safety when you switch to your planes because like if your raid location is pointing to somewhere where you thought there is nothing, then you know you're not as safe as you are.
And I'm still not entirely sure how Los Andes avoids all those torps, but
Los Andes. They have
It
magic.
has, it
Magic
has a
rudder.
turning circle that is and a rudder shift time that it shouldn't have. That's how.
It is not a bug, it is a feature, sir.
A feature that was implemented by Wargame without anyone ever testing it.
Electric, if you're
Because
watching,
reasons.
this is what you do with the kids. Same kind of idea. You stop and you smoke and then you just shoot stuff. And most ships, especially battleships, when they see that, they're just gonna turn away and run. It's exactly what Los Andes did. Some of them might charge you. That's when you've got your torpedo. What was that for? You think he's gonna
Yeah.
turn northward?
that's what I was
You can
guessing.
probably make him turn that way with your planes.
Yeah, and also I was thinking, well, the Missouri and the Schroeder are to port. He's probably going to go starboard, sort of thing. So I wasn't anticipating the I'll just sit broadside, but here we are.
I think the pause was just him trying to double check everything, which is fair. There's
Oh,
nothing wrong with that.
Nostroshimi got briefly. What?
Oh, yeah, by the
Why
Los
is it-
Andes.
Why is it up there? Why is your Los Andes out there?
It's ranked. Do you need any more information on that?
I'd probably actually try to get the Nostroshimi spotted there. Your Los Andes might be able to kill it. With secondaries and main guns.
Yeah, you could hold down the left mouse button or while you're, and right mouse while you're shooting. Sure, I get it, but yeah, whatever.
I get that torpedo on the Georgia.
I saw that.
This will be a common theme in this game.
Uh-huh. Poor Georgia.
And he disappeared or did it not flood?
You got a
Because
flood.
you could shoot
DCP.
here. You could have shot there. Trying to get the sticky fire, which might have killed it.
Oh, I don't think I had range for the Georgia.
It was
I was-
just inside if you stopped.
That's why you have planes.
Yeah, I put planes on the Los Andes trying to get a fire on him, because I figured he
Ironically.
probably had already used his DCP.
Ironically, you would have killed the Georgia with the planes if you had attacked him, right? If you would hit too.
yeah.
A half
All right,
second
well-
later, and I see the torps hit.
Trying to smoke
it's
up your
all-
Schroeder, buddy. Take care,
That's what I'm
Wolfie.
trying to do.
Set a smoke
Okay.
screen. Set a smoke screen.
That's
Good.
why
I was
spammed
just. Yep.
set a smoke screen. I'm like, I've got the
Yep.
smoke screen going for you.
Yep. That's what I
Stop
usually do
shooting.
too. That's exactly what I usually do too. Now, of course, if the Michelangelo has hydro, then he'll just, But you're right. Rosgreaves can stop shooting.
Smoke screen set.
Yeah, and ouch.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't take a torpedo. Some more ouch.
You put your plane up. Now you check to make sure you weren't going to hit an island. Good.
And this is just anything to get the Michelangelo
I know.
thinking of not me. Which, and this is an advantage the Halford has, is he's got.
But you saw
My
the
God.
smoke. Why you drop blind in the smoke?
I
Why don't
would
you
have just
take
gone
a
for the
different
Georgia.
target?
Yeah.
Because my planes, I don't think we're going to survive overflying the Michelangelo.
Michelangelo has Italian AA. It might
You
as
don't have
well
to
not be there.
You also don't have to
But
fly
it's-
over the Michelangelo. You could fly around him too.
Like that Georgia would be dead. Like
Well, fortunately, your Mogador is still alive. Oh, never
No.
mind. I said that. I tried to
sane.
time that on purpose there. I saw it coming.
And then,
Oh, goodness.
well, this is the fun thing about the Halford here. So Michelangelo has my guns to worry about. He's got Schroeder to worry about. He's got Schroeder secondaries. He's got my torpedoes. And if he DCPs a fire, I got planes.
you should have used your plane. Like you can use the planes again against the Georgia. Like I don't know why we're not killing that.
It's
Because
the-
he's
the
thinking
thing
save the
that's shooting-
Schroeder.
Yeah, it's the thing that's shooting at my buddy.
Which, if you can kill him and save your friend, it makes sense. If the Schroeder dies here, then ouch. Ooh, double fire. Bye-bye, Michelangelo. Now, here's the problem. They're going to cap A. I wouldn't... Yeah. Okay. And does the Schroeder die? No.
Boost activated.
Alright, yeah, scooting to the cap is probably a good idea. And what are you thinking now? Oh, hey, look, the
Thinking-
Georgia.
Where do I put these torpedoes? And I'm like, well, that answers that question.
Hey, look, it's our favorite pincushion.
Right? I'm thinking I'm gonna get the HP buff, and then I'm gonna park myself on the cap.
Okay, I was gonna... We'll see.
I'm not sure if you have the time for that.
That's what I was thinking.
I was
Also, you
I
getting
mean,
the HP buff tells them exactly where you are. Ooh, Nistri knows what he's doing. Did you see how he held off on his anti-air till you flew right over him?
Yep.
Well, let's put it this way. If you kill the Georgia, you get a time extension, so there's that.
There is that, and I know. And I'm thinking, oh, probably the Schroeder kills the new Shishimi, maybe. I'm gonna get the HP, if anything, just to help my Schroeder stay alive. I think he's out of heals.
Okay.
And then when Paolo
Look at
Emilio
chat. You
says-
guys may win, LOL.
when Paolo Emilio says, "Well, you guys might win," I wait. There's a Paolo Emilio in this game still. Like,
Your spidey sense is tingled.
I'm like, oh no, this guy's just gonna run right at me. He could probably ram me and still win. But anyways, I'll step on the cap.
970 points. 980 points. If you didn't kill the Georgia,
The problem is, if your Schroeder dies, the game's over too.
Nustra. Okay, I was gonna say you
Okay, so now
way
we have-
underled that.
I was thinking Nusra was gonna do the old French thing and sit still and then jump off.
Most French
If
just
that makes
reverse right
sense.
away.
Like do the little reverse and then head forward hard.
Oh, you're so low. I wouldn't have even worried about the head forward hard part.
Okay, spotted the Apollo 2 of these planes.
Yeah,
was
because of that, I'd
nice.
keep backing up so I can shoot the Los Andes. Or you could just torp him.
Screen set.
Or yeah, I can't remember what
So,
happened here.
how much
No,
did
you're gonna
this
miss
game
torp.
cost you overall? Like, how much you
Game's not
paid
over yet,
those?
dude. Think of all the base XP you're going to get from the decaps, though. Yeah, right here. Too bad he leaves the cap.
He has no cap points on it. They already have the cap. There's no decaps to
Oh,
gain.
that's right. That's right. That's right. You get base XP anyway for blocking it. Apollo's up.
Yeah, and now it's like I got to do all the damage I can to the Andes, and
If only you could hit him on the other side of this island.
if only I had something that could totally ignore the whole rest of. Oh, wait, there it is.
Hey, look. Oh, look. Los Andes, that's almost dead. Oh, my God. BB, I hurt you. Everybody say it together. What is he doing?
I'm
Did he go AFK or what?
I think did he quit? No, he's typing.
Why are you not why are you not shooting?
I think he's just baffled by this.
well, and it was also well, at first I didn't want to shoot quite yet. I wanted him to start moving. I didn't want to, because it looked like his rear turret was pointing my way. I was
I
like,
have full HP still.
but if I die, that's
Oh my
game over,
God.
because then
You're not dying to two shots from a rear turret on a Paolo Emilio.
I like how you just casually switched to AP.
I'm
It's like
like, wait,
manually reloaded each shell turret by turret. That's how long it took.
Oh, he made Inky.
like,
Best way to deal with Apollo that made Inky, just turn away.
and
Oh god, please tell me this first.
Oh my God.
just like, I'm not sure what to think at this point.
So coming back to my question from 2 minutes ago, how much did this game cost you to pay the enemy team?
Can we go back to your question 20 minutes ago? Why Halford? Oh my God, dude. I hope you complimented the Schroeder, by the way.
Oh, no.
Well, you know
And
what,
the-
What was
bribing
I
and
thinking at that
blackmailing is
point?
illegal?
Yeah, what was I thinking at the end of the game? Immediately, comp Schroeder.
Yeah, and then you should have also comped to Georgia for eating all your torps.
And the Paolo Emilio and everybody.
My goodness. See, that goes back to what I talked about before with ranked. Once you think you've won, your team finds a way to lose. Yes, compliment everybody on the team, right? You see a lot of Paulos not doing any YOLOing. Oof. I've been playing Paulo a lot, and you better believe I've been doing YOLOing because I just don't care. You hit this
Don't?
poor bastard with 3 torpedoes on 3 separate occasions.
And they just bloop, bloop, bloop. It was the
My goodness.
And then that one Los Andes that is, and this is the advantage of Halford, is you can just every minute and a half cast 10k damage on a battleship of your choice.
Yeah, that's where the tiny tims are good, right? I get that.
Hang on, getting Halford. And then there's that poor Paulo who took 1 torpedo and would have taken 3, but 1 was enough.
Yeah,
The Paolo had this YOLO thing memorized with smoking and charging into the enemy team. He just didn't get the memo that he's the one that needs to do the torping.
and the reason why I didn't shoot at him also, now that I think about it a little bit more, is I'm like, hold up, take a deep breath, I'm not spotted.
Mm-hmm.
I can think about what I do next.
Right.
Right. Because I knew it's entirely possible for me to just eat a Palomilio torp and die, and if he lives, then they cap the next 2 points and game over. So
I have never seen such a passive Paulo before, because you're right. He was like early in the game even. You were spotted and he could have come after you. There's nothing around you. So
I mean, I mean, I don't know why he didn't go over with the new sashimi towards our other Los Andes, because that's like the ideal YOLO target. No hydro, no DD support.
Absolutely, yep. Yep, I think he was playing Oh No Emilio instead of YOLO Emilio. Anyway, and there's your stuff and things. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay render and just the insanity of this game.
Like, I have Halford. I got it for free from a crate. And yeah, games like this where it works are amazing. They don't happen very often. At least not for me. I used the exif code, but I wouldn't do it myself.
Since I had the
Maybe it's
smoke puff
because I
swap,
don't have the camo. That's where mine is not as good.
What were you saying
having
on
the
there?
having the smoke puffs mod, when I saw the Emilio smokes kind of doing the little curve thing, that's where I could call out to my team and be like, Emilio, he's running. He turned around. So that kind of helped. I mean, look, YOLO, he's going to charge the Hydro secondary ship.
Yes, or the radar battleship. Both are great options.
Well, yeah. Meanwhile, if you looked over, the new sashimi shows off the proper YOLO technique somehow.
Yeah, I want to see that again. I wasn't looking. Ironically enough, that smoke flag actually saved you a lot of damage.
And I mean, the poor Mogador, really, once I smoke up the Schroeder, Mogador just becomes the only possible target.
Yeah, well. Oh well. You used your excess coal to buy it, so it wouldn't ruin your Santa Foxes. There you go. I don't want a turd, so let me just go buy it.
You mean, you mean make your Santa container? Come on.
Why did the new sashimi opened up here on the Schroeder?
Yep.
Oh no, and then drifted out of the smoke.
And then drifted out of his smoke.
Oh no.
So he executes a brilliant YOLO charge, and then just fails like one of the most elementary things. Like, don't leave your smoke. He got excited.
Not to mention he lost like 3/4 of the hit points before
The
he
Schroeder
popped the
might have
smoke
gone
button.
undetected.
Mm-hmm.
He might have been thinking, we kill Schroeder,
Oh.
we win.
Yeah, so back out of the smoke to kill the Schroeder. I could see that too. Thinking
He
maybe
was
the
so
Los
low at
Andes
this
is looking and
point.
can shoot him.
Didn't need to shoot anymore at this point. Like, this is... This is the World of Tanks equivalent to, like, no cap kill all going horribly wrong.
Right? And yeah, the blessed ironies, SAT, right, of the Apollo Emilio calling out his team and then being the reason that they lost ultimately.
I mean, honestly, like, the reason they lost is the Nostrashimi. If that Nostrashimi doesn't die, they have 1,000 points.
True. But I mean, the Apollo should have been able to finish Armact off too if he just had
No,
sap in the barrels.
If the new sashimi manages to... we had already saved... I was already on the cap.
Didn't matter. They had 970.
Mm-hmm.
If
One death.
that point deduction wasn't there from the Nustra, they had 1,000. You'd have lost.
By the way, chat, CC container giveaway up and running. You know the drill. You got to be over on Twitch. Twitch.tv LordZath. Be a follower and active in chat. Yeah, 5 minutes to enter. More like 4 now.
Sashimi died after he was on the cap?
No, after The new
Let's see
Sashimi
the
dies
points
after I
again.
stall out the cap.
Dude, New
That's-
Sashimi. Oh my god. Okay, so New Sashimi just sat in his smoke, and the Los Andes charged him.
Is that called
Yes.
a reverse YOLO?
Oh my god. And like the New Sushi's like, fine, I guess I'll just go forward and torp you. And yes, that's right. He was at 970 points. So one kill, that would have been it.
I mean, let's see. We're gonna see it soon.
What are we calling this replay, by the way?
Holding out for Halford. That's not
Like
really
the-
fair to the Schroeder, though. He did, to his credit, finish top of the team here.
Okay, let's see it.
Right, so there's those torpedoes that'll eventually hit the Georgia.
Yeah,
Down
he
to
just completely face spotted the
717.
Schroeder. Hey, Tenacious. 70, how you doing?
Now you're on the cap 980. Okay. It didn't cost them. It was already stopped by them. You guys were right.
Really, it's the Paulo. The Paulo could have done anything.
There was still no reason for the Nostra to do this play and die. Like zero.
He thought he won. So, like, if you think about it, the entire battle, the Nustra sat in smoke, got charged by Los Andes, was basically gifted the ship, and then proceeded to die against the Schroeder. Oh, and had his anti-air off, and actually knew to turn it off and back on for that one time your planes flew over.
I mean,
Okay.
if Emilio doesn't smoke up there, he could probably just gun me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
At least that's
It's
his
wild.
only good play. I mean, what's he gonna do? Wait for me to have wait to get out of the smoke, and let me and the Schroeder work him over?
mm-hmm.
His 1v1 was while he's behind the island and I am, stuck there.
Right.
So yeah, the blessed irony.
Yes, indeed. And I just realized I might want to move my... Huh. Is it this? Yeah, it's this. Okay. I might want to move this underneath the replay render. Let's see. There. Try to clean it up for you guys on vertical.
Like- Let's just say that the red team made a collective effort to lose the game.
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Like everybody played their part in that.
I'm doing my part.
That's the stream. That's the title for the replay. Doing my part.
I mean, in fairness to Michelangelo, he's probably thinking to himself, all right, I got this Schroeder dead to rights. And then a smoke screen pops up.
Yep. Losing harder.
Oopsie.
Oh my goodness. I want to think of something like, I almost want to like put like torpedo boat. But
Jack of all trades.
Okay, this is a bit far-fetched. You know the football term, the Hail Mary? Why not call this Hell Mary?
I like it.
Okay, so does the Schroeder go unspotted when the Nustra smokes up?
Let's see.
That would probably be why he thinks he's gonna, or why he tries to pull that little number.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Even if it was
you know
like-
what? What?
Even if the Shoro goes unspotted, the Nusushimi can just go out of the smoke and spot it again, but he doesn't need to shoot.
I think he was turning too far south, and he got spotted by you while he was shooting the Schroeder. And then he said, crap! I think that's what he did.
You know what? That could have been it.
Yeah.
So I would have been in range.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, Nusra
Well,
has long gun range, like 12.6.
yeah.
You are definitely in range to spot him when he fires.
Wow, dude. Hey, thanks so much for sending in that replay and for all your support, Armact. I know we have another replay to do on Sunday of yours, so I'm looking forward to more hilarity.